Let's talk pet peeves. I've got one. Movie interrupters. And I'm not talking about when you're in a movie theater and the people behind you are chatting the whole way through and you're doing that side head turn, hair flap, clear your throat thing, passive aggressively trying to get them to shut up. That's not who I'm talking about. I'm talking about your everyday movie interrupters, the people that are in your home, on your couch, watching your movies with you. I have three common offenses that happen in my family, and they're almost predictable. Like every time we go to watch a movie, it happens. The first one would be, and this is the worst, I think it's the worst because they're the most selfish. The person who decides ahead of time that they're not interested in the movie. This is not their type of movie. They don't care about the movie. They're not going to care about the movie. They're not going to like the movie. So they go ahead and they do something else. They're in the room, but they're doing something else. And then all of a sudden, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes in, they catch something that catches their attention. And they then decide that they're going to pay attention to the movie. But because they've waited that long, they need to get an update on the backstory at that point. The characters, the plot line, the whole thing. They need to know everything. So you have to pause the movie and for 20 minutes explain to them what it is that's going on. Like you might as well just start the movie over at that point. They're the worst. They definitely are the worst. The second is almost laughable because they've got to have no common sense whatsoever. It's when nobody has seen the movie. Like everybody, this is their first time, everybody's watching it for the first time together. And this is the person that stops, interrupts a movie, and asks what's going to happen next. Like I can see into the future. I haven't watched the movie. And the thing about movies is they're all the same in the sense that they all have a plot, and that plot is going to play itself out. So how about instead of interrupting and asking questions, we just watch the movie all together, and all those questions that you have in your head are probably going to get answered. That's how it goes. And then third and lastly, in my house, and it could be a spouse thing. He could just be trying to make up for all those times that I'm right. My husband, every time, probably 20 minutes into any sort of like murder mystery movie, has to stop and give me his hypothesis about how the plot twist is going to go down, like who the villain's going to be, who the good guy's going to be, what's going to happen. And I'm fairly certain that it's also that at the end of the movie, he can go, see, I was right. Look how smart I am. I do this every time. But the great part about watching movies at home with your family is that when some of these questions and interruptions happen, you can just pause the show. It's great. However, it takes a movie that could be like an hour and a half long and makes it like 3 hours long. So the message I'm trying to get across today is whether you're guilty or don't think you're guilty, or you're guilty and you don't know that you're guilty, you're probably guilty. So maybe now you can be more aware and don't interrupt the movie. Watch the whole movie. At the end, if your questions aren't answered, you can ask away. Don't be a movie interrupter. Thank you.